So India's population is exploding every year. Do you know what that means? It means more competition. We just told you that India has 1.4 billion people. It's home to 1.4 billion people. Imagine featuring in the top 10 of that population, the top 10 of 1.4 billion or the top 11. That's what it means to be a cricketer in India. It's a statistical Everest. In this part of the world, everyone plays cricket. Everyone wants to make a living out of it. But making the national team is difficult. After all, only 11 players can take the field. But let's assume you do, that you get selected for the national team. You score a mountain of runs. Is your place now secure? Far from it. Just ask Virat Kohli. He dominated world cricket in the last decade. Look at some of the numbers. More than 11,000 runs, averaging more than 60 and 42 hundreds to boot. But since the pandemic, his form has dipped. Not even a single century since 2019, and now some experts are running out of patience, like former captain Kapil Dev. Let me tell you what he said. This is Kapil Dev about Virat Kohli. You can't just go by reputation, you have to look for current form. You can be an established player, but that does not mean you will be given chances even if you fail 5 games in a row. To be fair, he's got a point. There are more than 3 million registered cricketers in India, more than 3 million. All of them want to play for the country. All of them are waiting in line. Does it make sense for one player to get special treatment then? And don't get me wrong, this is not about Virat Kohli's talent or achievements. Nobody is questioning that. This is about his current form. Every cricketing great has gone through this. Fans question Sourav Ganguly's place in the team. They question Virender Sehwag. And now they're questioning Virat Kohli. It tells you how ruthless the sport is. One moment, the whole world is cheering you. The next day, you're out of the team. And for Kohli, this was always coming. In the last decade, he was the undisputed star of Indian cricket. All the runs, all the brand endorsements. He was powerful enough to get Anil Kumble sacked as coach. That's Virat Kohli for you. Imagine that. But since 2020, you could see the tables turning. First, the runs dried up. Then he gave up captaincy. And now veterans want him to be dropped. Which way will the team management go? Captain Rohit Sharma has backed him. So has the National Selection Committee, which means he's safe for now. But could Kohli walk away himself? Many cricketing legends before him have done that. At this point, it's highly unlikely though. Remember, Virat Kohli is only 33 years old. And for modern day athletes, 33 is the new 27. So he does have a few more years of cricket left in him. But the question is, how does he justify his place in the side? Some experts want him to return to the domestic circuit, play the Ranji Trophy, regain some form and then return to the national side. Would Kohli be open to that? Also, what would that mean for Virat Kohli, the brand? He's the most popular Indian on Instagram. Total followers, more than 200 million. He's also the top celebrity endorser in the country. Reports say Kohli's brand value is $187 million. It was $238 million in 2020. But none of those numbers matter beyond a point. What matters is performance. And so far, Kohli has failed to deliver. He's part of the Indian team that is playing in England. Let me read out his recent scores. 11, 20, 1 and 11. And remember, this is not just any player. This is a batsman who used to hit hundreds for fun. So clearly something is not clicking. Can India afford to wait until Kohli resolves this? Or should India wait? Every game he plays, somebody else misses out. Perhaps an informed player. So naturally, the calls to drop him will grow louder, and that is the big takeaway from this story. Your place depends on your performance. Not just in cricket, but in everything you do. If you keep performing, people will support you. If not, they will find replacements. They always do. And that is the harsh reality of this competitive world. It is driven primarily by results. It doesn't matter if you are Virat Kohli or Roger Federer. Only today's results matter. So the selectors may not drop Virat Kohli yet, but he will have to prove himself to India's biggest court of opinion, the 1.4 billion people from whom he was selected. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.